my name's Mike CRADOCK and I'm from CRADOCK UK, and I'd like to show you how we prepare a Neo Inferno for use and to have fun with. First thing out of the box, you will find your car packed. Remove it from the box. Instruction manual, always read this before you attempt anything. First thing to do is put your batteries in. Use a good make of batteries. We use Orion. We find they are the best for this purpose. Make sure you put them in the correct way. There's only 4 to do this. Just switch on to check that the lights and everything is there, and set everything to neutral setting, and then switch off. When you have the car, remove the body clips, keep the clips in a safe place so you don't lose anything, and if you have anything left over after you've finished, you know that there's a bit missing. So you need to take the batteries and put them in. So make sure this is secure. The packing that comes in it, you need this to keep the batteries in place. If you leave this out, you will lose control of your vehicle because the batteries will bounce out. But I'll show you a setting that we do. So again, we use the Orion batteries for 4 of these. These will last in the car for maybe an hour, but you need to check or put fresh batteries in within every hour. Otherwise, again, you will lose control of the vehicle and cause severe damage or harm to another person. Make sure you put the batteries in the right way. And what we do for security, it's a good little tip that's in the instruction manual, is we put the sellotape around the battery to keep them secure. Plug the battery back in. You can only plug it one way. This is why it's safe. So put the battery in. Put the wires safely into the side, and don't forget the packing to stop the battery from bouncing. Make sure this is secure and put clip back in. Once you have in the aerial for this, make sure this is always in the up position. Securely, pull this out. You always switch the transmitter on first, then you switch the radio on, and you check all the functions. They're going the right way, and the throttle is going the right way and opening. Have your model switched on, this is your steering trim and this is your throttle trim. This will move your steering in the correct neutral position without having to correct using the wheel. And this is your throttle position on the trim, and you can set this. You need to set this so that it's in the center position so that you can hear this flicking back onto the throttle. Once you've set your trims and you're happy with that, you go to your endpoint positions. These are your endpoint positions. This is for your steering and this is for your throttle. These ones adjust your endpoint. So what I do is I set the throttle first. So when you put the throttle on full, on the full position, you can adjust so that you have the servo operating the throttle fully open. You want to allow some gap so you have some play. If you override the throttle servo with the action, you will cause damage to the servo and this may burn out. When you do the braking, you have the braking position. This will adjust your endpoint on the braking so that you can adjust the amount of brake. And again, do not overstretch the servo because you can burn that out. Then you go to the steering. This is your steering. This will allow you to apply more steering or less steering depending on how sensitive the track is. So I always recommend you set this on 80% to start off with so that you have some steering, and make sure all the operation is working alright. Also on here you have an F and a G switch button. For the strongest frequency and for the UK market, we recommend that you switch the G button. And also, to make this operate correctly, you need to switch on the receiver, and I'll show you this now. So carefully unpack the receiver and take out. Keep the packing in place and you will see a button here. This is the button again for the F and the G. With a small switch from the F position to the G, and you will see the light flash. This is telling you that it's not bound until the G is in place. So you switch the G, and then you need to press the bind button again. This is the bind button. You see it flash. And this is bound. So once this light is fully operational in a fixed position, you know that your receiver is connected to your transmitter and vice versa. This is ready. To check your failsafe, you need to leave it in the neutral position. So to set the failsafe, you need to just press the button once, and this is set your failsafe position. To check your failsafe is working, you put full throttle on and then switch the transmitter off, and you can see that the failsafe has gone into the failsafe mode, which is put in a neutral position. Do not set it so that you have it on the brakes, because you will burn the servo out if you can't get to your model in a quick enough time. And switch transmitter back on and you should have full control of the vehicle again. Because you don't want this blocking the airflow for the carburetor. So the filter is already prepared, and these ones are glued, but sometimes you may need a zip tie around here. So you put your air filter on, make sure it's pushed fully down, and then you apply the zip tie, making sure it doesn't wrap anywhere around the fuel line, anywhere like this, and secure tightly in between the guide of the rubber that is there. And then cut excess off so that it's not in the way of any moving parts of the vehicle. Then your car is ready for setup. This is an important part, to have a good screwdriver that fits correctly. So we found the best base setting is to screw gently in until fully closed. Do not over tighten because you can cause damage. So once it's just gently tightened, then we do full 3 turns. So that's 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, and this is your high end needle set. Then we go to the bottom end needle and we turn this just gently until it is level with the carburetor, and then we do 1 full turn out. So that is 1 complete turn. So now you're ready for the vehicle to be tested. I just put the body on just to make sure everything is okay, lines up okay. You need to pull the pull start through the body. We're going to start it with the body on once it's broken in. And just replace the clips. And you can see you can adjust your needle there. You could put a zip tie, the other zip tie that you have in the bag, you can put this on the end of your fuel to adjust. And you see your aerial, you must have this out of the body so that you get the best reception for your radio. And your car's now ready to take outside and start.